man. Good to see you.
Hey, Joe, bud.
Good to see you.
Great fan. Follow all the while.
Cool, man.
And a guitar player.
What kind of guitar?
I have a 76 Les Paul,
Nice.
52 Les Paul.
76 Les Paul right there.
Yeah, your man brought it in. I wanted to look at it, but I'm not going to do that. I feel the same way about mine.
That's right.
And a couple Strats. And a bunch of acoustics. So it's cool, man. And you guys made it up here.
Yeah. The last tour.
Radio party.
Radio party. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Chris.
Chris.
This Les.
We can put you guys right here.
Yeah, right there.
Les, Chris, Don.
Thanks for doing this.
Looking forward to
I
this.
tried to make it happen all week.
I've been looking forward to it since
Is that door closable? If it's not, there you go. Once you solve it. Alright, we started off. It'll be that ambient sound. Sounds good. Right. Sounds like we're at a festival. Alright. I'm gonna upload this a little bit. Alright. Sound at the Roaring Fork Valley, where KSNO. Good summer day to you. 8th annual Snowmass Chili Pepper and Brew Fest officially underway. And I was told at about 11 o'clock this morning we had already pre-sold as many tickets as we had capacity last night. And we had a really big crowd in here last night. So this morning, I have a feeling we got a big show. And this is the one I've been excited for. I've seen both of you in your own incarnations, but never together. So for me, it's going to be a real big treat. Welcome to the KSNO Afternoon Show. Excuse me, Derek Truck, Susan Tedeschi. You guys happen to be at the high altitude? Is this working for you? Yeah, you know, it's affected us worse in the past, but we're getting used to it. It feels good today.
Yeah.
You played up here quite a bit, though. This is old hat for you.
I love it. I have a blast. It doesn't affect me too much.
A lot of water.
Definitely does get chilly.
And when you say too much, what do you mean by that?
Well, sometimes you get little headaches and lightheaded, and when you're singing, you can get lightheaded really easy because you have to take breaths a lot.
Watch out for the drummers.
And yeah, so the drummers and singers especially, you get real lightheaded, so you get a bit careful. One time I almost passed out on stage. One time one of our drummers was playing me and he was throwing up before the show due to alcohol.
That's rock and roll now.
I was like, fuck that. But honestly, we've all learned some little tricks that you can do, like drink more water than you could possibly stand to drink, and get some sleep. Things we don't normally do in the band. But,
Do you get sleep these days, Derek?
We try, you know, it's really busy with the record coming out and touring and juggling 11-piece band, kids, and but today we actually got to sleep in tonight, about 9 o'clock, and that felt good.
I know, we slept until 9, which is really like 11.
Yeah, so we enjoy it. It's been a great run.
This new record's got to be a really exciting project. And at the risk of asking you a question that I'm sure you've been asked a million times before, but I got to ask it because our listeners want to know as well. But being both incredibly accomplished musicians, all in your own right, how is this dynamic? How does it work for you? Is it?
Well, you know, we've been talking about doing this for a long time, and we waited till the timing was right, and so we're thrilled to do it. And it's a big band, and there's so much talent on stage with Susan and everybody else that we feel like the potential is pretty major. So we're excited about the whole thing. I mean, we definitely had to. It's taken a while with this many people in the band, and also a lot of people in the band that are band leaders themselves to really work out the dynamic. But that's just time and trust. Every show is better, so you know you're on the right track. Really, the last 2 weeks of shows were pretty magical. Everyone was twice as good as the last, so ended on a high note. But tonight, hopefully
Hopefully it's good as Seattle.
With us, Derek Truck, Susan Tedeschi, is there any sort of different approach to the creative process with the way you guys collaborate than how you were doing it originally, or is it really not that much different?
Well, I think there is, because we actually confide in each other a lot more than, doing stuff solo a lot. I think we're both used to doing a lot of things on our own. So now we go to each other and also other band members and be like, hey man, what do you think about this idea? Or what do you think about this? So there's a lot more, interplay between all the musicians instead of one of us just being a band leader. Derek is definitely wonderful in that leadership role for us. I think he's probably our middle ground at talking to everybody and making sure everybody's on the same plane. But really, when it comes down to it, music, people bring ideas. It doesn't matter if you're a backup singer or a horn player or a drummer, whatever. Everybody's ideas are important. Everybody's an amazing musician, like Derek said. So
kind of collaboration with the whole band that nobody's afraid to throw stuff into the hat and give their opinion on the project?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's pretty wide open, which is nice. And, but you know, at the end of the day, everybody realizes that what's good for the project is what's best for everybody. So everybody checks the egos at the door, which is really nice. And that's hard to do in a 2, 3, 4-piece band, much less an 11-piece band.
Right.
We're pretty fortunate. But you know, we took a long time. We took the better part of a year working with a lot of different people and making sure the chemistry was right. And you know, last year we did a few dozen shows. We tried a lot of different combinations. And we didn't want to settle until it was right, until every piece felt right, every personality felt right. And there's a lot of great writers in this band, a lot of musical visionaries, and it's pretty exciting. I've never been in a band where I felt like the potential was unlimited until now. We played with some pretty good groups, so it's a new, it's kind of a new thing for us.
Yeah, you can play with a couple pretty good groups. Now, as far as the studio experience, how many guys do you guys do it as a live studio? How do you put stuff together?
Well, we have built a studio, and we have everybody come down, and we actually wrote in the studio a lot of the material for the record, and we go in there and we record it on sort of a live setting, you know, when we're playing it live, but ultimately, you know, as long as we get the basic facts, as long as it's really the right drum and the right bass, you know, we can build on anything from there. So we would play it pretty much live, and sometimes we would keep everything. Other times we would maybe redo a vocal or redo a bass, maybe one note or something, or, you know, it's easy to overdub once you get more of that live feeling happening. So we kind of go with more of that approach.
We kind of built this band in the studio, so everybody felt really comfortable in that space. It wasn't like a band that's been on the road for years and you go into a studio and you're trying to get comfortable. It's like the first connections with these musicians were in that exact room, so the recordings feel really natural. Everyone feels good there. And really it was the center of the band, the two drummers, JJ and Tyler, O'Teal and Kofi, who were brothers, me and Susan. We recorded everything, the 6 of us live, and all of that stuff is on there. And we added background vocals and horns as it was needed, and you know, extra keyboard parts so Kofi can concentrate on 1 or 2 rigs
Instead of 4 at once.
Yeah.
Like a flute or whatever.
Yeah. So
did it make it easier to go out on the road?
The idea was we wanted great songs from this first record. Every song to hold water, and we wanted to be somewhat concise. You know, you highlight what everybody does, but knowing that when you get on the road, we can pull the cap off of it. And it's going to do what it's going to do. So it's really, the record is a great song, great sound, a great band, but it's really the tip of the iceberg. The live shows have been getting pretty adventurous, which is nice.
Well, I'm going to let you guys get ready because we've got the love. Thanks so much for taking the time, especially right before the show. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for taking time and coming out and talking with us, because, you know, this is important to us. You know, artists are to you guys. So.
Well, thanks very much. It's going to be a great show.
Thank you, man.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Cheers.
You.